Well, why don't you go?
Welcome back to Always a Friends episode 119.
That was horrifying.
You're welcome.
You've been wanting to do that for a long time.
Yeah, I have so much juice in my system today that I'm raring to go.
Dang.
Yeah.
It's like one way to say that you're
Juiced.
juice. Wet.
Okay, too far. I was saying juice as energy.
You said like liquids.
Did I?
No.
Honestly, you're cracking me up, girl. You're cracking me up today. My laugh can be so daunting.
Your laugh is beautiful, but
clear a room.
Ollie does bark at your laugh, so I can understand why you'd be insecure about it. Like
I'm
if a dog
so
barked
insecure.
at my laugh, I'd be like, just stop laughing.
I feel like my laugh takes over my body because I'm like, it's a true giggle.
It's a beautiful laugh,
but
I love it.
Like imagine, I do that.
Imagine making you laugh, how good it feels for the other person.
Okay, yeah, it is fun to make someone laugh,
Yeah.
and then they're really giggling hard.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, this is episode 119, as Sarah said, and it's a special episode. You know why?
Why?
Because we're doing a new little advice segment. It's called Are We Still Giving Advice? Yes.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. We've gotten a ton of submissions, but if you are enjoying this episode and you are like, oh my God, I have something that I need to send in, the number to do that, you can text us or you can leave a voicemail. It is 657-224-0052. And because this is like a voicemail, I have to say it one more time. That is 657-224-0052. Thank you. I was saying thank you to Alex. Like probably
You're
someone's
welcome.
Like, thinking, like, why are you saying thank you? Like
Thank you,
nothing
Pete.
happened. But I was thinking about it because the amount that we argue about, right? Like, so a lot of people say this reminds them of their friendships and things that and like a lot of things that we talk about here, they stem from either arguments between you and I, arguments you have with your other friends. Can't believe you have other friends.
I know. The
Arguments
audacity.
I have with my other friends.
Whoa, too far.
And then it's like, it gets you thinking like, well, if they think this way, how does Sarah think? Or how does Lena think? Or what does Alex think? And it's like, it just makes you curious. So I'm sure anyone listening probably has arguments all the time with their friends, and you want validation that you're right or that your friend is crazy or whatever the situation is. And if it's not about friendship debates, it could also just be life advice.
It could be like you look at the stars and you're like, what kind of constellation is that? Like, I should call Are We Still Friends?
Yeah.
We'll give you the answer.
Not what I was thinking at first thought, but literally the sky is the limit.
Literally. Maybe you're wondering about black holes. Maybe you are.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would like if you have history or questions, I would maybe refrain from us.
No, you guys, we'll give it to you straight.
Yeah.
It'll be wrong. It'll be straight.
Yeah. Am I really loud?
I'm really soft.
Well, that's because he has to turn you down because you're normally loud.
I know.
Let's get into it. Play us our first voicemail.
I have butterflies, you guys.
Professor.
Okay, too far.
Alex.
Here we go. It comes from an unnamed caller.
That too shall not be named.
Hello, Alina, Sarah, and Alex and Kate. My name is also Kate. Hi. And I love pod, first of all. And I have a just super invasive question that I feel like you guys could get into. Basically, I've asked this to a few people, and I've been shocked at the answer. When you are showering and you wash your ass, do you wash your hands after? Because I do, always do, like almost very, very, like too much. Like I wash my hands multiple times after. But I've learned that a lot of people don't. So yeah, weird invasive questions. Also off the record.
There was an off the record thing that was kept secret for us for later.
Ooh.
I love off the records.
Me too. Although I do keep a lot of things on the record. Maybe too much.
Yeah. You're an on the record kind of gal, and I'm off the record.
Yeah, that's so true. That
Okay.
really describes us.
I love this question because it's something that I often wonder as well. And I think I should take the lead on this.
You should. You should. We'll start with you.
Do the people know about Sarah's?
No,
They
not
don't.
yet, Alex.
And, like,
we'll get there.
We'll get there one day when she's
Okay.
ready to
Well, yeah, we'll just
receive.
we'll start with
credit.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll start with this question.
Let me answer. Okay. It's totally fair, and I don't think it's invasive at all. Like nothing is
Yeah,
invasive
that's
here.
not even that invasive.
But I appreciate the warning. Okay, so I completely agree because I am like mentally, I just scrubbed my booty hole. I shouldn't touch anything else afterwards before cleaning my hands. So what I do is I use the body wash to clean my hands right away in the shower
Okay.
because it's soap. It's still soap.
Is body wash soap? I don't think so.
Well, it's the same concept because the thing that actually cleans your hands is the friction motion with soap
Are you serious?
for 20 seconds. That's why like during COVID it was like 20 seconds because that's what really gets the germs off. It's not really the antibacterial properties. I'm a scientist.
Really?
And so I rinse my hands in the shower. And then when I get out of the shower, immediately after putting my towel on, the first thing I do is go to the sink and wash with hand soap.
Okay.
Yes,
Keep going.
because after that, I'm going to put deodorant on. I'm going to put body lotion on. I'm not rubbing booty hole hands all over my body.
Okay.
They have to be completely clean, sterilized, and like ready for the world.
Oh, okay.
So I completely agree. Washing your hands multiple times, you absolutely should. If you want to do my method, it's one time in the shower with body wash so that, you know, even when you touch the door handle, it's not booty hole. When you touch the towel, it's not booty hole. And then one time with proper soap outside.
Okay.
I think that keeps you in the clear.
Yeah. That seems like a very stringent routine.
Yeah.
I have no routine for the booty hole. It's lucky if it gets a wash, and I definitely don't wash my hands after in the shower or in the sink.
You don't wash your hands after cleaning your body?
No.
Because your body is dirty.
Well, I use soap to clean it, so my hands are obviously clean.
You think your hands are clean by the process of them touching the soap?
Yes.
Wow. You shower like a 5-year-old.
Well, I do a good job because things seem to be going great for me. I definitely don't put on any lotions or deodorants after the shower. And
You look cleaner than you're describing that your routine
So
is.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Other than your feet.
okay, my feet are also clean.
She tried to say that her feet were clean, and then I asked her to show me the bottom of her feet, and they were black.
These are gorgeous today. Gorgeous. Do you want to take a peek?
You can show the camera.
Clean.
They're cleaner than they were that one day.
I thought.
Yeah,
That's what
they
I thought.
they were black.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah, they had like dirt bottoms.
I feel like if you're even in the shower, chances are you're getting clean. So I don't want anyone to worry too much.
And this is the yin and yang situation of life. You have someone over here on this side, and then you have someone over here on this side.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful friendship. You always have. I strongly believe that in every friendship, there's opposites.
I think so too.
There's always that one friend in every friendship that is pooping all the time, and then the other one is constipated.
Yeah.
There's one friend that's clean, and there's another one that appears clean but actually isn't under a microscopic level.
Well, like I bet if you well, okay, too far. I think I am so clean, and you know what? If I have like a little layer of dirt, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because I feel like, you know, I'm kind of one of those
You're
people
building
that,
up your immunity.
Exactly. I'm one of those girls. I'm like, it's good for me. It's healthy.
Yeah,
A little
like
dirt never hurt.
A crazy bacterial infection could crawl its way into your asshole,
And I'd be like,
and it would thrive. And if it came into my asshole, I'd die because it's so clean. I wouldn't know what to do with it.
exactly.
But your butt would be like,
I'm
it's
used to
swamp
this.
ass over here. We're used to this.
The other thing is,
You're not going to even phase my butthole.
this is about to be like a light flow, heavy flow situation. I don't get butt sweat. I never have, never will. Never got underwear sweat. I played college soccer, never had butt sweat. So I feel like due to maybe the butt situation for me, I feel like my butt is always clean. Also, mind you, sometimes I take a bath. And because I'm in the bath and my butt's just sitting in hot, warm water, clean. I don't have to do a thing.
You're saying too much.
I've gone too far?
Yeah.
Okay. So no one's with me here. Alex never washed his butt.
Alex washes his butt.
Alex barely washes his hair.
Both of those things are so crazy.
I thought if I could just call that out.
Yeah.
Can I go with it?
I have a washcloth for my ass and I have a washcloth for my face.
How often do you wash that cloth?
Every day. Oh, how often do I wash the cloth?
Yeah.
Once a week.
Disgusting. Disgusting. You leave that dirty poop cloth in the shower with you? Oh my God, I'm so upset.
One is a poop cloth.
Wait.
And one is for my face.
Oh, are they near each other?
No.
Where's your poop cloth?
My poop cloth hangs on the the bathtub.
That's like saying you use toilet paper and
Nope,
use it
that's-
over and over again.
That's actually
for a full week.
That's actually nothing like that because I'm not getting in the shower with shit crusted on my asshole.
Exactly. So does it need to be cleaned? The water's gonna run down?
So you're jumping from it needs to be cleaned every day to never.
No.
And meanwhile, you're using a bar of soap for every part of your body, which for your
Probably a
body
good
is
idea.
only just your face because you don't wash any part of
Wait,
your body.
you don't
otherwise.
even use like
No, I use
liquid?
soap. I use liquid soap. I rub it all over my body.
Yeah.
And if it gets into the cracks, it does. And if it doesn't, it misses it.
Yeah,
so it's not too bad.
I use a washcloth and I make sure every crack is scrubbed.
But then you leave it there for a week. I don't know. That doesn't seem right either. to me.
I rinse it out and then I hang it over
We'll let the audience
tub.
be the judge. I
Yeah.
don't think you're a fair judge.
The tub faucet.
Okay.
Like, you're not the shower pope.
Yeah.
Okay, but I have rules and requirements, and one of those is don't keep a poop cloth in my shower.
And the other is don't scrub your body
Exactly.
at all. Yeah.
All right, let's get to the next voicemail.
All right. Number 2. I was hoping you get it.
I honestly want you to check out my butt, just to like give it a look at this point.
Someone needs to see it.
Let's see.
We should call Corbin up and see what he thinks about your butthole.
I think he thinks it's super
I think he would
clean.
say it was dirty.
Oh,
You said he's honest.
he is honest. As you may have noticed, we're giving amazing advice this episode. So it would be crazy if we didn't take a moment and tell you about today's sponsor, ZocDoc.
We've all had those days where you just don't feel your best. Maybe you're battling a virus or a bad case of Texas barbecue. Well, don't worry. Or do worry, because you know I'm worrying about everything too. But thanks to ZocDoc, you can live your life knowing someone has got your back. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors.
We can do Dockers too.
ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors, choose the right one for your needs, and click to instantly book an appointment.
And for all you daredevils out there who are doing some kind of extreme sport this summer because you think you're an Olympian, first off, maybe reevaluate your decisions. Olympians are professionals. But if you're wondering what went wrong after your attempt at swinging on the uneven bars, fear not. You can see a doctor faster than ever thanks to ZocDoc. ZocDoc appointments happen fast, typically within 24 to 72 hours of booking. You can even score some same-day appointments. We're talking in-network appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers across every specialty, from mental health to dental health, eye care to skincare, and much more.
The best piece of advice we can give you today is to check out ZocDoc. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments. We all do that. Stop putting them off. Go to ZocDoc.com/still. It's because I was doing popcorn all episode.
I know.
Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/still to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That is ZocDoc.com/still, STILL, ZocDoc.com/still. Make sure you're prepared with a game plan for whatever life might throw at you.
Okay, bye!
Hey, friends.
I get so excited.
I need relationship advice. I'm also married and obsessed with my husband, like you guys are obsessed with yours. And I was just wondering, like, how do you keep it, like a healthy obsession, and how do you do with separation, especially when Noelle has shows or goes on tour, or even just Corbin going to work and you're at home with the baby? Like, how do you keep your hobbies and are able to be separated, whether you're at home together or not? Like, how do you keep your likes and your interests and your hobbies and just be sane while obsessing over your husband, and also vice versa, like letting him have his hobbies and like being okay with being alone while being in the same room and doing your own thing. I have some trouble with that, and I would love to hear your thoughts, feelings, advice, anything. I would really appreciate it. Am I still talking?
Oh my God, I love her so much. Do you want to go?
I mean, I definitely have things to say.
I know. Go.
You go.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, you want me to go first? Okay. Love this. And honestly, I want to say, I think it's super healthy to be obsessed with your husband. Like,
yes.
Great starting point. Like, I find obsessing about things to be super fun. I think I obsess over everything, and I think it's a personality trait. So, like, go into it. Keep being
if you're not obsessed with your husband, what are you doing?
Yeah, why
are you just divorced?
Totally. But what I've found, especially with the hobbies, because it's like, Corbin's a golfer. I mean, like, sayonara, see you like 8 hours later, right? Super hard. But I find that when they go off and do something really fun and you're like dying and you miss them and you're like, oh my God, come on, I'm going to kill myself. They come back. They're super happy. They're super obsessed with you. They're like, wow, you had me go out and do this fun thing with my friends. And now the obsession is now like being super reciprocal. So it's very difficult. And yes, during those 8 hours, I'm like, okay, I want to kill myself.
I find that the time that they come back afterwards, they are more obsessed. Like, Noelle was gaming yesterday and I was sad about it. Yeah. And then the way he was so attentive to me when he was done was like Disneyland.
Yes.
Like, yes. It's better to let them have their time away because they're going to come back more obsessed with you.
Agreed.
And honestly feeling kind of bad that they left you to begin with.
They're like, why did I even play video games?
You're
so much more fun.
Yeah. Like, I should feel guilty that I did something for myself when I should have put you first.
Exactly.
Let me make you some
sandwiches.
Let me give you a hug. Let me tell you how beautiful you are. Like, they're going to do more of that.
Exactly. They're so in love with you that you were like, yeah, go have fun. Go play video games. They're like, whoa, my wife is so cool. But inside, you're obviously like, how dare they go have fun without me? Like, those feelings are valid. And I feel that every time.
Yeah.
But the appreciation.
But if you're like, I'm pissed at you for playing games, then they're going to come back kind of like,
annoyed.
Yeah. Like, because no guy ever wants to come back to an upset,
resentful
wife. And so, but if you're cool, like, you're hot to them.
Oh, I know.
Even though you're not.
Yeah, even though you're so pissed off. Like, how dare they have fun without me?
Yeah.
You're coming off looking great.
Like, yesterday you were here and Noelle was like, oh, is it cool if I do XYZ today? And I said, I mean, yeah, totally. Like, I would love to hang out with you alone, but you can also do that.
Yes. Yeah, you did say that word for word.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, she called him out. She said, I want to hang out with you alone. I was like, damn, I'm going to use that one.
Yes. I'm always looking to hang out with you alone. I think in relation to having me time, what's really funny is my mom, she always tells me that I'm like, she's always like, I'm so proud of you. You are so independent in comparison to me. Like, when I was your age, you're just so comfortable doing things on your own, doing things with your friends, doing things without Noelle. And I was like, me? Mom, me?
Glad you see me like this.
You think I'm independent? Like, I actually have friends that are independent. I'm not one of those people. But she's right in the sense that when Noelle goes away for weekends, like, I mean, we spend almost half the month apart sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm fine by myself. Of course I miss him. I think the goodbye is the hardest.
Yeah.
But then when he's gone, I kind of feel like a little kid.
Yeah.
With the house to myself.
Yes.
And I think I try to find things that I enjoy doing and like not feeling guilty about it. Like there's no reason for me if he's gone for 5 days to mope around and be sad the entire time. Instead, I'm going to do all the things that I can't really do with him.
Yes.
I'm going to eat as much raw fish as possible.
Yes.
As much seafood as possible. I can fart.
Oh my God, freely.
You can do whatever you want. So I try to look at, even though I'm sad.
Yeah.
And I probably cried on the
white day you
out.
left. Yeah.
I try to look at it like I'm just having me time, you know. I try to look at it as a positive.
I think too.
Even though it's not positive.
Like last thing before we go to the next question, I think I have to try to remind myself, I'm like, oh, we locked down this man forever. So just remind yourself that you get to hang out with him for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
There's going to be no time in the future. Like I get to be 50 with Corbin. I get to be 80 with Corbin, you know?
Yeah.
Like I have to remind myself that when he's gone golfing for, 5 hours, I'm like, oh, don't worry. Like you're tied to me legally, So like he can't really go anywhere.
Yeah. It sounds really healthy.
Do I miss him?
For both of us.
I'm like, but like he formally agreed to every single age with me.
Yeah.
And like he's gonna hang out with me more than anyone else in his life. So like I won that, and I get to be obsessed with him forever. So it's overall, I have to go back to that thought when I'm feeling sad about it.
Yeah. All right.
We're ready, Alex.
We're ready.
I'm so excited. I love hearing the voices.
I know, because
I get so giddy.
It makes me like realize there's real people that listen to us.
I know. I'm like, hi. I feel like they're like on the phone. Hey.
Hi, Alina. Hi, Sarah. Love you both. Love the podcast. Not sure why Alex was the voicemail. Seems like we need to change that, but we love you too, Alex. Anyways, so this one is kind of a deeper question for advice, but I wanted to know your advice on being a woman and finding confidence in yourself, even though you might look different than other women. Maybe you're not as small as other women. Maybe you feel like you're not as pretty, things like that. Love you both. Thanks.
Honestly, I want to cry.
Aww.
I've been thinking about this so much lately. I feel like we talked about this last week.
I don't know why you think about it, because like looks aren't even on your radar.
Oh my God, I like honestly want to cry. I'm just like I'm not so sad, but I just like I've been thinking about this so much lately, and I'm not like.
But you said that your body is just a body.
No, I agree with that. I was thinking more of like, how do you as a parent like teach somebody to like have confidence in themselves? Like not we were thinking about this too. I was asking my sister, like having your looks and your body be like what gives you validation and like what gives you purpose, and like how do you give your child this confidence to like not just in like to have body confidence, but to like feel so good. And like I think if you feel good and you know yourself, you have confidence. However you look, like if you feel good and you know yourself and you have like self-worth, like how can I give that to somebody? Like, and do you have to go through times in your life do you have to go through times in your life where you're seeking outside validation? Do you have to like experience that to see the other side? Like, I don't know. I've just been thinking about it endlessly.
But you're doing everything right that you can do. Like, you can only protect your child so much. Like, unfortunately, trying to completely protect her from ever judging how she looks in a society where like that happens to men and women is going to be impossible.
Yeah.
It's just the degree in which the importance is held to. And I feel like you have a pretty good head on your shoulders in terms of not letting looks and your body image really get to you. And I think that's partially because of how you grew up. And so if you turned out okay,
yeah,
like it's just going to get better generation after generation.
Yeah.
So you're going to set a better example for her. She's going to set a better example for her kids.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, it's like trying to solve
World hunger.
It's like
I know.
you're never singular person going to do it. But back to the advice, like I just feel like for me, someone that is maybe a little and has been super hard on themselves, like body image wise, her whole life and looks wise, like I think it's really hard because buddy, Ollie, come here, Bean, come here. I tried to bring him in here earlier and he was just like, nah, bitch. Hey, bud. Hey, yeah, you heard a boom? All right. Okay, back to the question. For me, it was hard because if you grow up in a neighborhood where no one looks like you, or a school where like there is a lot of people with your background, it's very hard unless your school's like, damn, you're exotic, you're hot, like, which no one was saying to me. It's really hard to feel good because, you know, you're like, I look so different than everyone else. And this is going to sound really dumb, but like, honestly, just watching TV and being online and just like seeing other girls has helped me. Because I think I used to be in a point where I would look at them and compare. And obviously I still do. Like, I'm like, damn, that girl has really nice boobs. Or she has a great figure or whatever. But it's helped teach me that people who I think are beautiful and pretty or hot or attractive, they all look so different. Like, you know how on Love Island, they're like, do you have a type?
Yeah. And they're like personality.
When I look at girls, it's not like I look at girls and I'm like, oh, only blonde girls, they're the ones that I would say are pretty.
Yeah.
It's kind of taught me that literally, and the same thing goes with guys, like, so the guys that I think are attractive or guys that I think are pretty or girls that I think are pretty, they look so different from each other. And it's helped teach me that if they all look so different from each other and are complete opposites from each other, yet I can find them pretty and I can find them attractive, then I also fit in that scale too.
Yeah.
It's not, and I think that's because I grew up around people really looking similar and me looking different. So feeling like, damn, there's no way I'm attractive because I don't look like any of these people. But honestly, watching Love Island has taught me that so many different looking people are so attractive.
Yes.
And if I find them attractive and they look so different from each other, then I can also be attractive because I look different from them too. And beauty is so much in confidence.
Yes.
Too, because again, watch some Love Island if you're feeling badly about yourself. Because you'll see a girl who maybe you wouldn't think was attractive at first glance, right? But then you get to know her personality and you see how confident she is, or you see how she carries herself or how she speaks. And you're like, oh, I understand why this guy's into her or why this person's grown on them because of the way they carry themselves. And so much of your beauty is also your confidence and your personality and like what energy you exude.
So true.
And yeah, I think that would be my advice. You know, just start to look at other people and, you know, think like, do I think that person's pretty? Yeah, of course. Like you're gonna think so many different people that you see out and about are pretty or attractive. And same goes for guys, because I know guys also like, it's kind of said like, oh, they don't out of breath. They don't deal with it, but guys also deal with like the same insecurities that girls do. And I think, yeah, just remembering that beauty is a spectrum and so many things play into what makes you attractive that you can't really judge yourself if there's just such a big scale.
Yes.
Hopefully that helps.
It helped me.
No.
That's true. That's true. I was just thinking, I literally found every guy on Love Island hot and like no one looks like each other. Like
Yes.
I would go for every single one of those.
Yes.
And I think the girls are all hot.
Yes.
So it's such a good reference because like, you know,
Someone told me that I look like Miguel.
honestly, I can kind of see that. Like
He's attractive.
He's so hot.
I was like, okay.
I think too, the last thing on this is like, sometimes if you feel like you don't fit the certain type of beauty that's like in right now,
Yeah, it changes.
it changes. Like think about eyebrows. If you just think about one thing, think about eyebrows. Okay, they used to be really skinny, now they're really fluffy. Don't change with the times. Just stay looking beautiful as you can. Don't try to go with what's in right now because it's constantly gonna change. And I think like that shows something too of like I'm just gonna like be as beautiful as I can with
True
this
to
look.
yourself.
Exactly. So I don't know. I'd like just stay as you are and
Yeah.
don't bend with what's currently in because like it's not going to stay the same.
Yep. I agree. Next question.
We've moved on to the text messages.
Ooh, I'm going to read these.
Yes.
Popcorn.
Oh my God, you got this. You got this.
Ladies and Alex, what do you do when your discharge is just sliming about? Like, do you just let it snail away in your underwear or do you wear panty liners like every day? I've been pondering this question for years, but I'm too scared to ask anybody else. I love you guys.
Oh my God.
Can I just like round of applause for reading that with a straight face?
I know. I was speechless.
I was shocked.
Alina?
I also wonder this because
Do you?
it do be snailing about. And I'm like, should I be wearing the same underwear for a 12-hour period?
No, you could change it before you go to bed.
Well, and I sleep with my underwear, so talk about 24 hours.
Well, have you changed it into your nighttime undies like I told you to?
No, I haven't done nighttime
Okay.
undies yet.
Work on
So
that.
I'm always like, damn, I don't think my underwear is meant to have 24 hours of slime.
It's not. Nighttime panties.
So 2 undies a day?
Yeah, 2
are you
undies a
guys?
day.
But no one does 2 undies a day because
I do 2 undies a day.
Because think about it, when you do airplane packing, no one is like
I do.
doubling.
I
Like,
do. I'm currently next to you. I do that. I do daytime, nighttime. Well,
Like
you
you're like,
can't-
oh, I'm gone for 7 days. I'm gonna pack
14 undies.
10 undies because like 3 in case I shit myself.
Well, I don't have that. No. I'm not thinking shit myself. I'm thinking nighttime undies.
No one's packing 14 undies. Okay, but you don't have any just in case for the daytime.
For me, I never shit myself, so that's like not a problem for me. But if I'm leaking, if I'm snail trail leaking, if I'm
Yeah,
soggy,
yeah.
I'll change them. Like I won't keep them on like for the sake of it.
But
Like,
don't you kind of feel like when you do snail, you're kind of like,
okay, what's going on?
no, like my body is working.
Yes, I do feel that.
Like when there's nothing there, I'm like,
Well, sometimes there's nothing there, but like I feel like it's
what is this, the Grand Canyon?
dusty.
Yeah.
Yes. If it's a heavy snail trail
Come on.
day,
We all like ovulation days.
that's
When you go to wipe and it's like,
honestly, I didn't
It's
even
like-
realize.
just like free-
Okay, Alex, it's too far. I can't even look at Alex during this conversation. No,
I'm confused. Sorry, ovulation days you don't discharge?
you do.
you do more.
You do more.
Oh.
Ovulation days is like, I'm ready to make a baby.
Yes.
I'm going to be as
Juiced up.
as possible. And it's just like the best wipe. That's the
Yeah.
best day to wipe. It feels like a permanent
Yeah.
wet wipe,
Yeah.
you know?
It does.
So
you don't change them. You let it go.
no,
let
and
it
my
go.
advice to you would be don't wear panty liners. Like having that cottony plastic,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel good.
It's kind of it
And
dries
you already
up.
have to wear pads and panty liners for when you're actually on your period. So
Yeah.
just let your vagine breathe.
Yeah.
And let it just be. Don't wear panty liners for snail. And honestly, embrace the snail.
Sometimes you feel it coming and you're like, oh, what? You're like, what was that?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, that was
Yeah.
snails.
Well, it's always confusing because it's like, oh, did I just bleed out?
Yeah, did I just piss myself?
And then
Like,
when you
what's
go
going
check
on?
and it's not red, you're like,
like,
I'm
all
still
good.
young.
I am young and vivacious. Oh my god.
yeah.
No, I mean, but like, I have changed my underwear. So let's just be clear about that. Like if it's like a crazy day for me, like I won't not change my underwear.
I look at it like a
badge of honor,
like a medal of honor.
I feel
like
that.
in the military.
Yeah,
you know, like
got your star
accumulation. Like,
well, I'm actually gross.
My body is working.
Like, no wonder you're scrubbing your butthole because it's like you're wearing one pair of panties all day and you're leaving your snail trail in there and you're like, who knows?
Well, sometimes it's not that mucusy.
Well, I'm just learning that you're a 24-hour girl. So,
well, I'm recently trying to discover what people do, and apparently you do 12 hours shifts on your undies.
Exactly. Get comfy. Get in your comfy undies. No one sleeps in a thong.
Me.
Wow, we are so different.
All right,
I'm going to bring you up a pair of undies. Not used. Like, fresh. Oh my God.
Oh, okay. Hey, lovely ladybugs. I'm in an on and off again relationship with my ex-boyfriend's brother. And his family is disowning him for it. What do I do? Mind you, my ex and I only dated for about a year, and our relationship was very shallow, and we only bonded on surface level. He broke up with me out of the blue. After about a month, his brother and I started seeing each other, and it's been chaos ever since. I'm genuinely in love with the brother. Hot take. I think you got to break up.
Is that a hot take?
I mean, yes, because she's genuinely in love, but I just think that's a territory. If you're prepared to have a burden in your relationship for your whole life, go for it. But I just think that's something that you shouldn't do. And I like how it was stated that they weren't together for that long.
It was a year.
I want to know more.
I know. I want so many more details.
Like, were you guys given eyes at Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
You know?
Are these twins?
Were you more attracted to the brother? At what point did you realize the brother was more your type? Who made the first move? Did the brother come in and say, like, actually, I've had my eye on you? I have so many questions, but I think my advice would be find another brother whose brother you didn't date. Someone that has a brother. Actually, no.
Only children.
Only children. Alex, what do you think? I feel like I'm having a hot take on my own over here.
No, I kind of agree. I feel like if like you guys have to be. I feel like you have to be certain that you guys are like meant for each other for this to go forward. Otherwise, like every holiday, like if like his family is like super against this, then like how do you foresee like the future working out? Like it's tough, especially since like it just if his family's so adamant, like
in-laws they matter, especially when you get married, then when you have kids down the line, when like they're gonna be in and out of your life. I think it's only okay if like you maybe went on a couple first dates with the brother and then you swapped the brother, and you don't want to like be you don't want to be the reason that somebody has a falling out with their family. Yes.
Like
you don't want to be the wedge,
because then eventually like this new guy might like resent you without knowing it, and other things might happen because of that. And it's just like it just feels like unless this is like you guys know you're meant to be, like it seems like it'd be like kind of tough. Yeah, kind of tough.
I think really question if you think you're really soulmates, and really question if like you really see it going very far. Because if there's a chance that really think about what you like about this person, because if there are qualities that you genuinely don't think you'll ever connect with anyone on, I think really think about that. Because if they are just kind of, you guys just get along and that's your kind of did you hear that?
Yeah. Sound like a high pitched toot.
Yeah, I did.
Chair moving.
Yeah, I think if things are just going well and that's your metric, things can go well with a lot of people.
What was that?
Yeah,
it's like an air horn.
That is an air horn,
like a little clown.
Yeah.
Yeah, my advice would be break up and try to move on. What if it's just Kate just being a menace?
Yeah, I agree with you, Alina. Like, I think just you have to think big picture, even though unless it's soulmate level match. It's going to be too big of a hurdle in the relationship.
Yeah.
I agree. It's different if you went on a couple dates, but if you were in this relationship with this other guy for a year.
The fact that the family has an opinion means it must be hard.
And so like, who knows, like this family could be super close with each other. And now this is causing such a big rift. Like you don't want to be that person. You don't want to be
sorry.
that
I
person.
feel like probably what they want to hear is
keep going for
you
it.
do
Love
you.
is love. Be upset.
But I just
It's going to be a long road.
Friends have to tell people
the truth.
And you got to be real. And that's us being real.
But we love you and like do it for the plot.
Okay. Hey, do you guys have any tips for social anxiety? I'm always in my head saying stuff like, don't say or do anything stupid. I think it has to do with my self-confidence, because if I was confident, I wouldn't give a fuck about saying something stupid. So basically, can you tell me how to not give a fuck?
Gosh. I'm working on that speech lately, you know?
I'll take this one.
You got it.
Okay, so I think part of it is you need to find and surround yourself with friends and family that embrace your social quirks and embrace your anxiety, because there is humor in your anxiety. There is entertainment in your anxiety. The fact that I go to a coffee shop and I'm more concerned with where my eyes should be than just getting my coffee and leaving is entertaining.
Yes.
You would say. And I think that once you surround yourself with people that love that your mind thinks that way, and that you can even like, it is a skill in itself to have social anxiety and to let your mind go there.
Yeah.
It's like the same way people are like, I'm creative, I have an imagination. I have an anxiety imagination.
And it's fun.
It's a fun prison maze sometimes, but it's crazy that my mind can even think that. Like, I guess I think of it as a skill. You know? Does it weigh me down sometimes? Yes. But is it a skill that I have that I can even get my mind to think about this thing? Because if I told 4 other people, they would never think about that. Yes. So that is how you learn how to not give an F, because you got to have BDE about it. You got to be like, I'm actually pretty advanced in the anxiety scale to even think like this. You're lucky. You're lucky that my mind is going here. And I think also just surrounding yourself with people that embrace that side of you. They help you, obviously, come out of it like you do. Like you help me think about things more rationally. But good friends and good family and good partners, they'll be fascinated with that side of you. They won't make you feel wrong or crazy for it. And I think it helps you realize how silly it is that you do what you do. And it helps you be more confident about it.
I think too, like once you start getting super close friends and friends that really, really know you, like I can tell when Alina's anxious about something, or if like she needs an extra text, right? Like I think if like you're like,
I wear it on my sleeve,
right? Or like, but like, you know, sometimes like if someone's not a close friend, like they'll be like, oh, that's annoying that, you know, blah blah blah. But I think when you're close with somebody, like just because I don't necessarily have the range of social anxiety, like you still know when I need things, right?
Yes.
So like just because like I'm maybe a little more confident in a situation doesn't mean I'm not thinking things too, but I'm just like, okay, like I can deal with it better. I think social anxiety too is like we both have it, but like
it just looks different.
It looks different.
Shows up different.
Yeah. And like I think when you have a really good couple of friends that really know you and you're put in those situations, they can be like, hey, I feel like things are a little bit awkward, like let's do this or let's do that, or let's shake things up honestly, to make it feel better.
Opening up about them makes me understand what your anxieties are, and they're so different from mine. Like the fact that you watch reality TV and you're like thinking deeply about like yourself and like how you were in your 20s and this and that. I don't think like that. I'm just watching it to watch it. I'm, you know, looking at how pretty everyone is.
I know.
And it's just it helps you open up about things that maybe you wouldn't open up about. So I think it honestly, being more vocal about what your anxieties are, done in a chill way, I think really helps open up and blossom.
You blossom a lot.
Blossom friendships. It brings you closer to your friends because then your friends know how your mind works, and then you also get to know how they work, and they may not have ever opened up to anyone about their social anxieties. Like you may not have opened up about the things that were on your mind.
Yeah, and I think too, I was just talking to Alina before we started, and like I was just like chatting with her before we started chatting, and I said something that has been helping me a lot with my maybe anxiety or patience level has been when I say something out loud. So like if you're like in a social situation and you're like, I'm really nervous, like I sound stupid, like even if you like take a second to go by yourself and be like, I'm nervous that I sound really dumb right now, like just saying that to me, like when I say something that I'm anxious about, like I'm really anxious that my child won't fall asleep and I'm stuck in the situation and I don't know what to do. The minute I say that, I can reframe it in my mind to be like, I'm sitting in a rocking chair with my child. She's eventually going to go to sleep. Like all of the things that maybe are stressing me out in my mind, when I say them, it helps me wrap my head around my anxiety in a different way. Not that it goes away, but I can feel it differently in my body.
Yes. I also think remembering that your favorite person or someone that you idolize has said something stupid.
Oh my God. The amount of things that I've said that are stupid.
Well, just
bury me. Bury me.
She thinks people idolize her.
No, I just mean like I mean like the amount of things that I've done and said like could keep me up for the rest of my life.
Yeah, but
like,
what,
I may never
like
sleep.
someone who you think is like, who do you think is like
Miley Cyrus?
She's definitely said and done embarrassing things.
Totally. I bet she's pooped her pants.
She might have shit her pants. Next question.
Who's the person that you idolize?
I don't know, like
don't say
Barack Obama.
I thought you were gonna say Danny DeVito. I don't think Barack Obama has done anything stupid. Like, let's be honest. Like, he's not drunk texting. Come on.
He is a politician. He'd be able to like wriggle his way out of any situation.
Exactly.
But I think when he was practicing how to be a politician, like he's just someone that is so like he's got it all together. So that's why I say him. He's probably said something embarrassing.
Doubt it. He's like one of the only ones.
You know?
You're kidding me. Okay, start.
Let's go one more.
Alex, you're flummoxed over there.
Every summer, I end up having a new crush. How do I explain to said summer crush that I want to have a summer fling? Because I'm leaving to school in September, and so is he. And we do have chemistry, but I think both of us are like not wanting to start anything, but just have fun. Anyway, what's y'all advice for this situation? I feel like it's figured out. Like you both, you know you're leaving and you both just want to have fun. Right?
Yeah, I think for this,
as long as your feelings aren't going to get hurt and no feelings are going to get hurt and you're upfront and honest about the situation, have your summer fun.
Yeah.
Have it. You're going to have so many good stories from that.
I know. It's going to be so much more
also
fun.
going to be able to find out if you are or aren't a better kisser.
That's true. Use this as a kissing test.
Use it as a kissing test and ask every time, like,
how was that kiss?
What would you rate that? 1 to 10. 1 to 10. Because you're going to need this information later in life.
Totally. Yeah, I think exactly what
someone
Alina
that didn't
said.
get it.
Be so honest up front. And I think like, and not a mean way. Like you're like, hey, like we're both leaving in September. I really love hanging out with you and I have a huge crush on you. Like, let's have a summer
and
fucking
there's
fling.
a chance that it could be so good that it would be lifelong. Like you may rekindle in 3 years when you're back. Back, if it's so good, you need to build up that kissing history.
Exactly.
Kiss away.
Kiss away.
Kiss away. All right. That concludes our main episode of Are We Still Giving Advice? We're going to do Are We Still Giving Advice in our bonus section on Patreon. We'll see you there.
Bye.